Hey guys, Foxdrop here. Today I want to show you how to play Jungle Taliyah. She kind of came out of nowhere in patch 8.11, obviously not really a jungler, but had some changes to her and is now pretty bloody strong. So we'll keep this one nice and snappy, and before you know it, you'll know all about how to play Taliyah. First things first, why would you play Taliyah jungle? What are her strengths and her weaknesses? Firstly, she has really good jungle clears, especially on single target camps. She's got strong 1v1s. She has high amount of pressure straight from level 2 alongside the scuttle crab control. Those things are pretty good right now in the current meta. She's also one of those elusive AP carry junglers, meaning your team can lock in that Yasuo and that Zed, and outside of going 0 and 10, they won't screw your team over too much by forcing you into a forward decomp. You can just pick Taliyah. Her downsides, however, is that she's pretty weak when champions can get on top of her. She's not very strong when playing from behind. It is hard to play her effectively to the maximum capacity because she has a weird and unique champion design, and she's not great at securing neutral objectives compared to some other meta junglers. Let's move on now to your setup with your runes, your item build, and your skill order. I recommend one of two pages for Taliyah jungle, either this page with Electrocute or this page with Phase Rush. Both of these pages are basically personal preference. They're both decent. For your item build, you want to start with that Hunter's Talisman and Refillable Potion. Upgrade that as soon as you can into a Blue Smite. You can go Red Smite if you want to, but I'd recommend Blue. Get that Runic Echoes ASAP. Grab your Sorcerer's Shoes. And then after that, it gets a bit situational. I'd say 9 times out of 10, I'll either get Rileys or Morellos at this point. Then after that, get a mix of either Liandry's, Banshees, Zhonya's, Void Staff, just depending on how the game's going. Your skill order is quite simply max your Q, get your E second, get your W last, and obviously ultimate wherever possible. So how do you actually play Taliyah jungle? The jungle path that I like to do in most of my games is to start bot lane, get a really decent leash from them, and then move up to that top side scuttle crab. Taliyah is pretty bloody good at level 2. She's very fast at killing away the scuttle. And once I've secured that, I then look for a gank, usually in the top side, sometimes in mid lane, and then move on to my top side jungle and clear that away. If there's no gank going, obviously you can skip that step. Outside of my first clear, in that early game, I like to put more focus on ganking than farming. Taliyah is pretty bloody good at ganking, with an asterisk. That asterisk being, if you can't land your skill shots, then she's actually pretty bloody bad at ganking. So I would say make it easy on yourself. Look at those lanes that have CC that can help you set up the plays. If the enemy is slowed or they're stunned, it's a lot easier for you to land your skill shots. You will want to be cautious of the enemy jungler depending who he is. If you face check him as Taliyah in that early game, you will most likely die or be forced to blow your flash. And of course, you want to be focusing on those scuttle crabs wherever possible. Taliyah is really good at doing that. Once you move out of the early game and into the mid game, your focus will be somewhat similar to how it was before, except for me, I put a little bit more attention to those jungle clears. Once Taliyah has the Runic Echoes and onwards, she is incredibly fast at clearing jungle camps, so you don't really need to leave them up because you just blink and they're gone. You can also start looking for some more aggressive plays because you'll start to like one combo people if you catch them nicely, but you'll also have to be more careful about your positioning at this stage of the game because enemy players have unlocked their ultimate, they've started to get more damage with their item build, and you haven't got any tankier. So if you get caught out of position, you will simply die. And as with the early game, make sure you are securing that scuttle where you can. Just whatever you do in that mid game, make sure you don't stop farming. You are a carry, you need gold to get items. And as the mid game turns into the late game, you want to be grouping up mostly with your team. If you're sieging towers, you're pretty good at poking enemy champions, clearing those minion waves, but do be cautious of the enemy team's engage tools. You obviously don't want to get hooked or something like that just to throw a little pebble at someone's face. Generally speaking, keep someone in between the enemy team and yourself. Poke away a little bit, try and get some cheeky catches. But even when you're grouping guys, keep your eyes peeled on those side lanes because if there's some split pushing going on, Taliyah is really bloody good at turning that 1v1 split push into a 1v2. So make sure you're aware of opportunities where you can roam with your ultimate, get some cheeky kills. And when it comes to those team fights, the way you want to play it, Taliyah, mostly is to kite back as best you can, slinging those stones at the enemy team. Obviously, try to avoid that worked ground, your Q ground, wherever possible, because that will kill your DPS. So I think that'll just about do it for our Taliyah jungle guide. Before I leave you, I do just want to give you some important little tips that will help you on the Rift. Firstly, don't use your Q on the worked ground when you're clearing the jungle. You need to get as much damage out as possible, so if you have to plan ahead your positioning a little bit, do so. Secondly, kite those jungle camps, so just stand there auto-attacking them in melee range, run around, push them away from you, try and take as least damage as possible. Thirdly, you're much better at taking single target camps than AoEs, so especially early on into the game, focus your pathing around those. Fourthly, Taliyah's W is extremely important, but it's very easy to miss. So practice, 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 practice. If you're ganking and you've got red buff, lead with auto attacks before you press W. That will help you land it. Fifth, if you're in a 1v1, do not use your W until the enemy champion has jumped on top of you. Sixth, a good combo to use with that W with your seismic shove is to press W and E one after the other. You'll basically put them both at the same time, get that bonus damage from your E. And lastly, use your wall to block off enemy escape paths, not just to ram down in the lane and catch up to a fight. So that'll do it for us today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thumbs up if you liked the guide. You can subscribe to me for more. Go follow me on Twitter. My Facebook page is down there too. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video.